official. It is in the wild already. The brand new Enduro Pint Tire is being made, folks. You can see what it's all like on the Float Life YouTube channel. We have clips of it being ridden and being mobbed by Thor and by Jeff. They are mobbing this. Let's put that on the screen if we can. It would be great for here. This is Thor right here, who did pass Austin Silva in one of the Race for the Rails. That is a Pint X with an Enduro tire. Look at that thing.
I love
bouncing
the Pint
on
X.
all that rubble.
Yeah, that is intense.
And then they just talk about how much fun it is to ride it. I can't wait to get my feet on this thing.
Nice.
I love riding the Pint X. I have a theory that, like, on some trails, the Pint X is faster than the GT. It is still just a hypothesis. We've not tested this, but they put it on a growler as well. So they're riding growlers and they're riding a Pint X. It is a 5.0 tire size, and that's Jeff on the growler.
Jeff, cool.
I didn't even think about that. Like, I have a growler and a Pint X. I might put it on the growler because I like that growler. And whoa, would that just bring life into that growler?
Just flow.
And they just talk about, go to their YouTube channel and hear them break down this is the prototype. They talk about how they're going to make it buttery smooth in the carving. I think that's what Float Life does really well with tires. If we can come back to me, I want to address the public on this. And maybe if One Wheel's watching. I think One Wheel should partner up in complete jump all the way in with the Float Life and ship all of your One Wheels with Enduro tires on it. I think it just needs to happen. I think some kind of partnership needs to be created between the two of you. A deal needs to be struck. Get that stock tire out of here, because the Enduro tire now on all three of our One Wheels, the GT, the XR or Growler, can have this amazing tire that is perfect for those that like to just be you like to eat pavement. That's what you live for. Enduro works for you. If you like the off-road trail system and the gnarlier, the better, the Enduro is good for you. It mobs in both conditions. It feels the most like I can or have felt the sensation of one-wheeling. So I'm just saying, One Wheel, if you're listening, and if Jeff from Float Life is like, how do I help this happen? Can you two guys just talk, collaborate? It was cool to see. It was cool to see One Wheel let the Enduro tire be raced at Race for the Rails. I thought that was a huge win. But let's go. Let's make it happen. What it does is it takes away any of the complications of people changing out tires and stuff. Just ship it straight from the factory or make it available. You can have the stock tire that One Wheel has created, which longevity is there. I understand why they offer that tire. It doesn't wear out, and you can put thousands of miles on it, supposedly, and it just won't wear out. Where maybe possibly, the Enduro tire has a shorter lifespan, but that shorter lifespan, it's like packing in so much more riding potential in that short life that if I have to have two to get the enjoyment out, I'm fine with that. That's not tested. I'm just saying, hey, let's make it available.
Make it available. Wow, that was intense.
I just went off there.
I think I stopped breathing there for a
second.
second.
I had to get it out there.
I was like,
but I haven't put my feet on the Pint Enduro tire yet.
But you got high hopes. Like, you think it's going to be great.
I rode the XR. Amazing. GT. Awesome. So good. Mess around with the PSI, the air pressure on those tires, and you're going to find that each PSI down or up, it changes the ride. It's just awesome. Like, I love the GT at 8 PSI, okay? I love it. But then the Silvas were here, and he's like, I bumped that up to like 12 or 13. I did that.
Someone in the chat is like, Scott gets it.
I'm just like, dang. Bumping it up to 13, 12 PSI, it was like a whole new world for me. Thank you, Aladdin, for introducing that song to all of us. Thank you, Lily. Whole new world. There we go. We're just bringing everybody in today. I don't know the next line. It doesn't even matter. Whole new world. And that's right, Mark. I get it, man. I get it. Okay. Get your feet on the Enduro tire. What are you waiting for? If you have a GT XR, go get those tires. Get them. You're not going to be disappointed. I've had every tire they've created, and they only get better from Float Life. They have figured out the carvability out of the tire, that they make the transition from the flat portion of your tire to the sidewall. It's just butter. It's like it goes in the video they dropped today. They talked about the prototype was still a little bit. It fought you to fall into the carve, and then when you got into the carve, it really took you down to the rim. It just wouldn't. And I like that they're figuring out to keep it consistent. from the very first Burris Float Life collab many years ago. That slick for the Pint was awesome. I love that tire.
Okay, so in the chat, there's a whole lot of
We got a lot going on.
Yeah, Scott gets it. Like, yeah, send the Enduro. That's fantastic. But Jared wants to know, will the Pint Enduro beat the Burris Treaded? And he's a fan of the Burris Treaded. I think
For
that's
the
what
Pint,
he said.
he's saying, yeah, I think
For
so.
the Pint, no, he
for the
has
Pint
the Pint
X.
X.
Yeah, for the Pint X, I have the Burris Treaded, and I like it. But when you get the Enduros, I just think there's this cumbersome that's eliminated from these really ultra treaded, thick, like this. This here, right? It's protruding treads. I think that is fine, and it's great. It bites trails and stuff. But the compound or what it's made out of is so stiff, it just changes the ride. It's like you put up with it because yes, this is a better option than a slick. But I based on what my experience has been in 2 Enduro tires, there's no way they get this wrong. I think it breathes life into the Pint X it needs to be had, because all of a sudden a tire that's created for the Pint X will be available.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Yes, Lily, why do you say oh gosh?
Eddie is here. Eddie's watching, and he's the one who said he'd give me $200 if I did the backflip.
Yeah, Eddie, she still ain't doing it.
Okay, but here's why.
We haven't had time, really. I'll just answer that.
Because my mind has been elsewhere with the one wheel.
No, we can't. You can't say that yet.
No, but I won't say anything else.
We can't say any of that. We're gonna get that. We got a guest coming in here.
It's coming.
Okay, we do have in our hands the newest collab between Burris and Craft and Ride. Like this, I ordered this tire, or it was sent to me. Anyways, it's been almost a year, I feel like, but it might not be. They created this. It went on back order. There was a rubber shortage. This got sent a couple weeks to me. The struggle I have with this tire from the get-go is not. It feels a lot like a Whisper to me, like just the squeezing in. Sidewalls might be a little bit stiffer than a Whisper, but the flat part very squishy and moldable. The problem with this tire I have is nothing about the creation, is that it makes me have to take off the Enduro tire off of my XR. That's my only complaint, and so I'm very slow to do it. We do have this. Let me know if anybody would like to know a review on this, or does it really matter at this point? Should it just become a decoration on our wall in the office with all the other things?
Is it the Cloud?
No, it's not the Cloud. It is Burris and Craft and Ride collabed. Like, they did this so long ago, it just lost so much steam. It even says Burris here, and then it gives you the Craft and Ride on it. Let me find it to make sure that I am telling you the truth. That Craft and Ride's name is on it somewhere.
We believe you. It's okay.
You did see it? You believe me?
We believe you.
Well, I know it came in a Craft and Ride box.
It did. I know it came from Craft and Ride, folks. I just can't find. Nonetheless, this is their latest one. It is a pretty nice tire. I just don't know if it is worthy of getting the Enduro tire off, but it's out there.
I was gonna say that was before the Enduro, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Enduro
So
dropped.
you
And
might
it's
have
like,
lost
does any
the
other
love
tire
for it.
exist anymore? Does it matter? Like, even if you call it the Cloud, it ain't Enduro. So, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure. Subscribe to the YouTube channel right here for your latest One Wheel content. We try to get some of the most creative people and influencers in on this podcast for the community, so you get to know them and hang out with them. We love doing this. If you subscribe, you get reviews throughout the week, made videos that are doing like more than just showing you a product. We go put them to use, test them out, see what they're like. So stay tuned for that. If you want to go watch some videos that are just straight entertainment from our races and stuff, we drop those on Sundays, so you'll love those.